So, Vani, welcome and thank you for being a part of the Sports Talk by Sports Paddock. So, welcome aboard.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. So, just to give a short introduction about yourself before we proceed into our questions, you currently have 29 professional titles on your shoulder, and you are currently ranked number 2. But previously, in the years 2014, 15, and 16, you were ranked number 1. You have plays on the European Tour, the Asian Tour, Indian Tour, and you are one of the only women golfers to win a card at the Australian Women's Ladies PGA Tour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a big chip on your shoulder, I'm sure.
Thank you.
So first things first, how does it feel like to be one of the main role models in such a unique sport like golf? I mean, I don't think we see many women aspiring to be professional golfers. So how does that feel like itself?
I think for me personally, I feel really, blessed to have given a chance to encourage so many young children in this sport. I love helping out people in any way possible, and I love seeing people succeed at the same time. And if I have a little part to play in, that makes me feel even better. So definitely, It feels great.
Now, that's really respectable. And what was your journey like to reach such a level? I mean, was it something that came naturally, or can you tell me a little bit about this experience and journey?
So my personality is very much like very disciplined and very focused. And whatever I do, I want to excel in that, whether it be studies or whether it be golf or anything that I pick. I have to be really good and I have to excel. So I think that's something that came very naturally to me in order to, discipline myself and put in the hard work. Hard work has always been my mantra. So definitely it was the journey itself had its up and down, but I've never shied away from putting in the hard work, which helped.
And what made you choose golf? Like, when did you start golf and when did you fall in love with it that you want to take it up as a professional career?
So I started golf because my father used to play. He was a club golfer. That's how I got introduced to the sport. Fun fact, I hated it initially, but once after I met my first coach, I kind of fell in love in the game, with the game, and that's how I just started playing. And also, I love winning. As I mentioned before, I love excelling in things. So I think I started winning at a really early age. So that also kept, motivating me to stick. Yes, exactly.
At what age did you start though?
At 10.
And professionally, when did you decide that you want to take it up?
18.
So through that time, you were playing consistently, and because you kept improving and you saw results, you finally decided that, okay, I really want to take this up professionally.
Yeah, I always wanted to turn professional, as early as possible. But at that time, the age limit to turn professional in India was 18. So by default, I had to wait till 18. But if I had been given a chance to turn at 16 also, I would have definitely done that.
Wow. So from the age of 10 to 18, in this journey, in this process, what were the ups and downs that you had mentioned before that you said you had faced?
I think it's ups and downs that everyone kind of goes through. Failures.
No, I mean, see, like
winning.
Being in India, especially, is it a sport that you felt had a smooth road? Did you feel like you needed more guidance, or you wish you had seen more guidance? I know your father helped you along the way since he is a club golfer, but were there any ups and downs that you faced over here as compared to maybe if you were internationally groomed?
So very luckily, I train at one of the best academies in India. I train at DLF Golf Academy, and I had one of the best coaches, best facilities, best support system. So if I look at it from that way, it was pretty smooth. And then it was just it was pretty much the journey that I went through of learning, and again, as I mentioned, failures and disappointments and stuff. So
a normal sports person,
otherwise I think it
learning and growth process.
Yeah.
Wow. And golf being a sport which is so mental needs, requires mental strength, composure, you need to have a more mentally stable mindset. Did that kind of
Yes.
help you during 2020? I'm sure that came as a shock to you when everything had come to a halt, and now this year also we're kind of rewinding back to 2020, but has that played a role in kind of helping you cope?
Um, so actually, I'm a very restless kind of a person if left
Oh
outside
my god.
golf. So like if I
Yeah.
have nothing to do, I'll just go to the golf course. But I think 2020, I rediscovered another side of me where I was also wanting to, get some time at home, not play for a certain time, just take some time off because I was traveling so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I hope the pandemic hadn't struck. But for me, I mean, I did get some time off without, being feeling guilty that, everyone's working hard and I'm just sitting at home. So that way I would have never got that time off. And it gave me a good time to, just unwind and like rethink over things, re-strategize, put my goals into place and stuff. And I kind of enjoyed those 2 months at home, and I worked on different aspects of the game. And I pretty much surprised myself that I don't know how was I at home without troubling anyone, my parents, that I'm getting bored, I'm, do something. So it
Wow.
was pretty smooth.
So what did you take
But
up? Did
right
you
now,
take up
again,
oh, now something different?
sorry, but like right now with the lockdown or, staying at home, I still do get restless. Like 2020, I managed myself better then than I'm managing myself now.
What's the difference now?
I don't know. I think I'm just raring to go out and play. It's been like more than a year. We haven't, like, I've been playing in India, but I haven't been playing outside.
Outside.
And I'm just missing out on all the opportunities, not getting visas, so can't travel.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
No, but did you take up any new hobbies? Like what did you do in 2020 at least to like keep yourself active, which kind of helped you cope?
So I kind of took up a course, like a golf course, where I was studying to become a qualified coach. So that took some time. And also, I was working a lot on my fitness.
Wow.
We were like a group of friends, like 4, 5 of us. We would kind of WhatsApp video call and work out every day together. So that was fun. Like it kept us motivated. And did some online stuff, probably what you're
Wow.
doing right now. I did that with fellow golfers and other sportsmen, people to get insight about their lives, had some fun question and answers. Yeah, so that
Lovely.
just kept me going.
Lovely. And I mean, this is something in 2020 that you keep learning along the way. But in terms of your learning growth and process from the age of 10 to 18, you didn't have a normal childhood from what you're telling me, because you're constantly playing,
Of
practicing.
course.
What were the sacrifices
Yeah.
that you had to make? I mean, holistically, you had a lot of sacrifices in terms of childhood, like nuances. But in your
Yeah.
opinion, what are the sacrifices that, in your eyes, that you had to make?
Those sacrifices are still there, I feel, or maybe there are consequences of sacrifices that I made earlier, although no regrets, because I mean, I think I
Obviously.
achieved way more. uh, and on the way, so basically, like, simple, I didn't go to school much. Like, my school was really supportive. I was studying at Shriram School, so they were extremely supportive, and they let me be. Uh, so school life, college
Wow.
GMC was extremely supportive. But also in the meantime, because I did not attend so much college and school, I did not make those friends. And then obviously because I didn't make friends, there was no partying or just going out, hanging
The
with friends
typical
and stuff.
teenage life.
Yeah, exactly. But on the other hand, like, if I look at it, and that's why I say no regrets, is that I made a few friends, where they've, like, hopefully they are with me right now and they'll stick on for life also.
Oh, wow.
But, like, really good deep friendships whom I can count on anytime. They're very few, but they're solid.
And I
So
think
yeah.
that's what matters, like over a point in time. It's not the number, but it's more like the quality of friends that you have. So I
Yeah,
think you
that's right.
matured too early also. That can be one of the reasons also.
Yeah, any sport, I think, makes you mature pretty early.
And I think that kind of exposure also does that to you. When you travel so much, you have to talk to different kinds of people, the competition, I'm sure, and your coaches also.
Yeah, for
So,
sure,
so
definitely.
when you like experienced Indian tours and international tours, what were the differences that you experienced in your opinion?
I feel the tours abroad are way more advanced because they have way more support system in terms of financial funds. And
And
golf is also looked as a golf as a sport is not an elite sport the way it's looked at in
in
India,
India.
although things are changing now. Yeah, so I mean, the number of people that play there are way more. The supporting system that they have when it comes to technologies, facilities, coaches, and everything, that's way more as compared to India. All the things, like if you compare last 10 years to now, they have improved drastically in India as well. But still, the support that comes in from the government is kind of lacking. If that was there, golf would have been like really up there. Like, and in fact, I feel golf is the second most a growing sport, like after cricket. Like cricket has already grown for that matter, but
Mm-hmm.
if there's
Mm-hmm.
any other sport coming up, it's definitely golf.
Golf. Wow. So, I mean, on that note, if you think that it's picking up so much, and if you had a chance to inculcate some new sort of rule or new system, what would it be? Like, would it be at the grassroots level, the middle, or the advanced level? Where do you think it needs special attention?
Um, I think I think everything's good in India, but I think the mindset somewhere needs to change.
So, not in the
Probably
union.
like not in the union, I wouldn't say, but I think like the way players are kind of looked at, they need more intention. I mean, like attention in terms of the mental aspect of the game. I would say.
For example.
Otherwise, technology wise, for example, like see golf being such a mental sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there someone needs to give them that psychological mental attention or tell them how to grow, how to play, how to inculcate that so that you can perform much better. It's just not like it's just not about getting a good swing and then you'll be able to play well. You also have to think right in order to, and how to execute. Like there is often a gap between knowing things and then executing it. Someone might know how to know the actual thing, but they wouldn't know how to
How to
execute it.
execute it.
So they need to be taught how to execute it. So more awareness on those terms. Otherwise, everything's good in India. There's so many golf courses, so many public golf courses coming up. So
You
yeah,
think enough coaching centers are also there? Like the government or the unions doing their bit in that?
there's always space. There's always space for more. But yeah, I think
As
there
of
are
now, you
enough.
think we're growing organically at a decent level?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, yes, you seem very
But the
optimistic
government
about
needs
it.
to support. No, but like the government definitely, I'm saying like the government needs to definitely come in to support us and everyone so that we have a chance to kind of go and represent the country at the Olympics or the Asian Games and have more funds, because it's also an expensive sport. So
Yeah,
someone
true.
most people cannot have, they don't have that financial backing. So that's one place where we definitely do need help. But again, if I feel if someone wants to succeed, they'll definitely find a way to succeed. Like there's so many people who stayed in India and not had coaching abroad and they still succeeded. Like look at the guys or look at the other girls, and including me also. We stayed in India, we've still done decently well.
And are still going
So
to do well. Like you guys still have a long way to go.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, this is something very interesting because since you've experienced so much and since you've seen so much of both outside and in India, what would you like to advise the women or aspiring athletes who want to take up a sport like golf professionally?
I mean, just um, anything you take up, it's just not golf, but you have to be like hardworking. You need to have a very good support system around you. Your basics need, your foundation needs to be like really strong, and there is no shortcut to success. So either you're playing it for fun, like you need to have your goals and your purpose. Everything needs to be black and white. It needs to be clear.
Wow. So, I mean, is this only for generic or are you talking about for golf? Like, I want to know from your end for golf specifically. Is there anything that you feel an aspiring athlete needs to have sorted after? I mean, I know you said that the foundation needs to
I
be
mean,
right.
it works for both. I feel like your foundation needs to be right. You need to have a good support system around you, because that's extremely important. Because if there have been times when I've been so low, but then the people around me believe so much in me, and that kind of helps me get back into the game and get back into the practice. And always believe in yourself and listen to your intuition, because that's always right. It doesn't matter what people say. Always play for yourself.
Do you feel like it's important for your family to be supportive all through? Like, family backing is very important for a sport like this?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, because it's such a emotional turmoil when you play the sport, and you're going to lose more often than you're going to win. Unlike other sports like badminton, tennis, or any other sport, where you have a one-on-one match, and at least you can win one match, right? Like,
True.
there is some feedback, there's something coming. But over here, this golf is a game which is at least a 3 or 4 day game, and the chances that you're going to win are probably even like just 1%. You're going to lose more often than you're going to win. So to handle that kind of pressure, or whatever you may call it, family backing,
Is
coaches
important.
backing, everything is very important.
Wow. And in all of these ups and downs that you've had, can you name one most memorable one in your sports career?
Uh, okay. So my up would definitely be playing the Asian Games and every single title that I've won. Besides my downs, I mean, there have been way more. But just one thing that I've learned from that is, I used to have an habit of convincing people, or rather, doing things what people told me to do. Or, if you do this, you'll succeed, or, something like that. But I started listening to myself, and I've been like, I do whatever makes me happy. I do whatever I think is right for me, and I know that's going to help me succeed. So that's given me way more confidence, and I love the sport even more. So even after that, if I have a bad day or whatever, at least I did what I wanted to do. So it doesn't make me feel that bad. Otherwise, and there's no opportunity of blaming it to someone else, or
Someone
because
else.
someone told me to do so. I did not play well, and then it's because of someone else you didn't play well. So I think just doing what you want to do is extremely important, and that is an easier way of keeping you happy also,
I think that's an
and
extreme
enjoying the sport
point.
way more.
Yeah, because it's more like,
Yeah,
and I think since this is an individual sport, it's more like you talking to yourself and you kind of motivating yourself. You can't always have people behind you always pushing you and telling you what to do, because at the end of the day, you are the one facing every opponent and you are one.
exactly.
So I think that mental
Yeah,
strength
exactly.
especially is very important, and I think that's one very important every athlete should know and believe in once they get onto any field, which is an individual sport. So
Yeah,
that's kudos to you,
yeah.
that too at such a young age. But thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Vani. And I really think that, reading your bio and seeing all your achievements that you have, we really hope that we see you go a long way. And I really hope we get to
Thank
have
you
you
so much.
back on the show again once you win another tour or win another title. So all the very best, Vani, and thank you.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Have a good day.